And hey everybody, welcome back. It's Cassian Blackcloak, and we're here with another Resident Evil Resistance video. And today we're going to be looking at a new net build that I put together. This isn't something that I came up with necessarily as much as my take on a concept, which is the V-Act ambush build, which I'm going to be calling Relentless Annette, because it makes her creatures absolutely relentless. And we're going to be looking at least a couple of matches here. I'm gonna put together at least 2 matches, I believe. I think 2 will be sufficient to show how strong the build is, where you can take down teams and even before Area 3, but this is more like, it does really kick into overdrive in Area 3, so let's take a look at it. So here we got the Fury for Birkin, which I like better than Bloodthirst or Beastmaster, because I don't want it taken off. I don't want Beastmaster taking off my creatures that I've already got, and I'd rather have my time back than worry about getting extra time after a successful overkill, because it's very rare you get that because they have so many grenades and shit to break it. And then V-Act, buffed creatures no longer pretend to be dead, get up quickly after falling to the ground, and become impossible to knock back before fully mobile. So this definitely really helps you out. So basically, as long as your creatures have a buff of some kind, if they get knocked down, they're going to get right back up, and they can't be knocked back or pushed back until they're actually, starting to attack. So this gives your creatures a little more ability to stand their ground, and they will get ambushed, so they stand up immediately after spawning, and they're invincible for just a little bit longer, so they get a little bit of time if you put them right at their feet to stand up and grab them. And then we're doing the old school Berserker or a tough zombie. So I have a tough zombie in my deck, and he also comes with Berserker attached and shares it with anything around him. So that's my one source of Berserker. And then I've got the old school Concentrated Enhancer. Now I know a lot of people run the double tough zombie, and that's a great card. However, it doesn't really do well with the economy because there's almost no bioenergy recharge in this build boost to it. So it's kind of a slower playing deck than my Spencer builds, and the Concentrated Enhancer gives you a backup in Area 3 in case you run into a flashy thing Martin, which are becoming very common, which you're going to see in one of the games. Now for the equipment, we're running Fresh Blood 3, so that they get the, your creatures are grabby. They're going to be more aggressive. We got the Finisher Reactor for just like a 10% bioenergy recharge speed, because this build really needs it, because we're not running the zombie apocalypse variant where you get the creature efficiency, so you really need that bioenergy recharge. Now we're also doing Resilient Skin 2 and 3, so that they get about a 36% boost in their health altogether, because this is 21%, this is 15, so that's basically they're getting over a third more health than they normally would have in any given area. And I've done math on that before in other builds. I'm not going to go into the specifics of what the numbers are because I haven't calculated them yet, but basically the creatures are tough. They are very, very chonky, and they can, especially when you get regen going on them, so they can actually take punishment before they go down. So that means it also doesn't feed as much time as some other spam builds do, because the creatures are so much harder to kill. A lot of times in a lot of the games, I found the survivors trying to just run away from them more than anything. And here's the deck. So in the deck, of course, we got converted mod creature, and we've also got efficiency mod creatures, and I've got discount in here to help with the spamability, because like I said, I've only I don't have a huge amount of bioenergy recharge, and I've only got a -1 to the creatures. And then the sprays are each 2, but we've got Energy Leech, Infection, and Regen. Now the reason I'm not running Berserker in the deck is because I've got 2 sources in other cards, which is the Berserker or a Tough Zombie, and of course the Concentrated Enhancer, which gives you Berserker. Now for the creatures, I'm running the Zombie Dog, because the Liquor is it's a little too much. It's a little too expensive for the economy in this build, because I found in the early testing that with the Liquor, it tended to hang my deck up a lot. And it was a big investment to put the Liquor down, because that's like, even with the efficiency mod out and run the discount, it's still 5 bioenergy. That's if I have that and the Liquor in my hand at the same time, which was not always. So I'm running the Dog because they're good at running around, getting nips in at people. They will sometimes tackle and grab them. Also, they only feed 3 seconds when they're killed versus 5 seconds for a zombie, or fucking 15 for a Liquor. And I do have the Ivy here if I need something with some more oomph to it, so every once in a while I'm going to get an Ivy when I pay this thing off in my hand. So the dogs they do okay, and we all know how hard they can be to kill. We also got the imposter zombie, the double regular zombie, and the dealer. So, similar to my normal creature spread. I mean, I like this this set of creatures here I like for a spam build because they're relatively cheap and you get a lot for them. Because this guy does a lot of work. These dudes are good to fill up the ranks for, just for fodder, basically. And then, she does a lot of damage to their economy if she lands Claw Slash. So, this deck is pretty nasty. And, I mean, I thought about cutting it down to 2 sprays and maybe getting rid of the infection, but I like having the infection well before Area 3 because it also helps deal with their economy, siphon off time, and if there's not a Val there running Remedy, they got to deal with buying herbs or finding herbs on the map to get rid of the infection. Otherwise, it becomes a real problem. So, this deck works pretty well, and I had some pretty good matches. Against a lot of teams, and I had a match against a really good team, and I was actually surprised at how well this build held up once I got to Area 3 because they ran all over me in Area 1 and 2. But yeah, Relentless Annette, so you're going to see what that looks like. So let's go ahead and take a look at some matches here, and I'll show you how it works in practice. Alright, so the first game we're going to be taking a look at here is with it's against the January Jill, Valerie, and Becca. So it's the in this episode it's the Downtown Girls, I guess, the Girl Squad going up against the Relentless Annette build, and we're going to start out by basically putting down the cheapest stuff we can to try and get the creature mod out. I am going to go ahead and prioritize creatures over the spray though, because I need creatures out to make the sprays worth it. And we're going to go ahead and lock this door some more. I've got it locked to level 1 for my preset. So I want to just basically buy some time to get a couple things spawned in here, especially on Downtown because this is it's a rough map for the mastermind. So you've only got like one shot really to get at them once they come through here. So I always make sure I put a pretty good sizable chunk of creatures right here at this little intersection. So I'm going to go ahead and get some buffs out. I don't have regen yet, but they're at the door, so I'm going to want to make sure to try to hold them up when they come through. I'm going to attempt a little bit of door cheese here. One of them slipped through there. I think it was Jill. Yeah, so she's trying to speed run me. So I'm just going to go ahead and abandon that plan and go over here. See, she's already breaking this door down. So I'm going to go ahead and start trying to spam some stuff up here to fill out the ranks of my creatures and make sure I can get the place filled up. And the idea here is I want to be able to make sure while they're going in these 2 rooms to get the keys and back out that they're going to get, take some damage. They've already got a couple of them infected. They've already gotten out of this area, so they got 1 key. They've got all the keys already, actually. So I'm just going to make sure I try to get as much damage as I can on them. I think I'm going to go for a grab on Jill here. Yeah. And yeah, I get the grab. There's 30 seconds off. They're all infected on caution, so they've taken some damage. Now look at the time. I mean, I'm not feeding any time because they're not trying to kill anything, which is not good for them. And yep, I'm going to nail Valerie with the Claw Slash there. I think I get all of it, yeah. So I get some good time off of them here. And yeah, there's Jill there. I'm going to go ahead and bite her. Hey, how's it going? Just want to chew on your neck a little bit. Just a little. So I'm going to try to get some more Claw Slashes in here, but they get out just before I can. So you see I've gotten them pretty beat up. They're all infected to hell. They've taken some damage. They've had to go through some healing items. So now I've got full bioenergy though because I had had energy leech active, which I'm going to put back on these guys here. And I'm going to go ahead and spawn up a sizable contingent of these guys because before I even check where York is. Because I've got a good run on discount here, I'm going to make use of it. Because I know he's not going to be in here, so I know they got to get through this. And I'm going to get the Berserker or a Tough Zombie out. Which I actually took the Tough Zombie out of my deck to make room for the Ivy mod, which I think was the right move. The Tough Zombies they are nice to have, but I mean in Area 1 it doesn't really make that much of a difference. So because I'm going to have at least 1 Tough Zombie in my deck starting in Area 2. So I'm going to have this guy cycling around, so he's just as well.
No.
Making sure to lock up the door really well.
I do not think you will be using this route.
So York spawned over here, which is okay. I'd rather have him in this room than the one down there. Because this room is a lot easier to defend, especially with my preset. I've got a good camera from here. And I can defend it from outside the room and inside, switching back and forth because they're in sequence. So this is like camera 15 and camera 14 is inside the room, so I can actually just use the bumper like R1 and L1 to flip back and forth. I'm gonna go ahead and relock this door so I don't have an easy retreat from that hallway where I'm spawning stuff up. And I'm just gonna keep spawning zombies until I reach the creature cap if I can. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put an ivy down there. Low, beautiful. And yeah, put in Birkin. Now Jill, yeah, I think this Jill's rocket launcher, so she's gonna clear out a lot of stuff that I put down here, but I'm gonna go ahead and march down here and start trying to beat the shit out of them with the pipe. I'm gonna lay some pipe in here, and I think about going in here after Jill because I saw that she had ducked in there, back in here, but you know she's gonna give me the slip around the table. She's pulling some Dead by Daylight, like pallet looping bullshit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump out of Birkin and come back over here, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put the double zombie down. Now notice I'm staying low on bio energy this whole time because I'm trying to keep the hallway populated. I don't want them getting into York if I can help it. But yep, they get in there, and I'm going to try to go down here after her. And if yes, she's going to get away from me. So I'm going to come back up here, try to fight them off. Yeah, there's Valerie coming in here. And I'm going to go ahead and swipe at her a little bit. Try to spread some infection, and because you know you do some infectious damage with your attacks as well as the infectious aura. So the quicker I can get them infected, the more time they'll leech. Or they'll bleed, you know, from the coughing. Of course, I'm also taking a little bit of time from each claw slash. So especially when I get two or more of them at a time, because that just sucks time right off the clock there. So and you notice how hard it is to take down York because I've got those. You know, got all that resilient skin on, and it's area 2. Plus, you know, I think he gets a little more health than your average zombie, but still not enough to justify the 65 seconds. So they're gonna go ahead and try to, yeah, she malwared my camera, but that's okay. I'm just gonna repair it. I'm gonna come back I'm gonna come back out here. So I'm just spawning a bunch of shit in here, because they're going to have to go back that way, even though they're coming this way. The other terminals over there in the first room they come out in, so that big warehouse. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that if they're coming over here, that they're going to have a very warm reception. She's going down there looking for the terminal, but no, it's up here in this office. So I think, yeah, I'm going to put Birkin in this hallway just to mess with him, keep him away from that door. And if they want to go back to that other swarm of creatures, hey, that's all fine by me. But I got Valerie down there with the pipe, and I think January's hiding in that safe room. Yeah, she's going to come out and spray play her. So, and then she gets an invincibility frame going back in the room there, like a little coward. But then I'm going to go ahead and crush Valerie's head here. So at this point, it doesn't matter what else they do; they're done. So this is, you know, once I get the overkill off, that just seals it. So even if they were somehow to get a terminal, that was it. So. Yeah, there you go, area 2 in downtown. And like I said, man, this build's relentless. The creatures, they just do not give up till they're dead. So let's take a look at this match. Now this was the match that I played, like, I don't know, 9, 10 or more matches trying to find a really good coordinated high ranked team to test this build against. And could it be a harder map to test on than downtown? Is there a more survivor friendly map in this game? If you got an opinion of that, leave it in the comments, of course. And hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. Make sure to subscribe, comment, like, share the build around, share the video. And still building toward that 250 goal. Hopefully eventually get to 1,000. So minimum, but here we go with, alright, so anyway, starting out this match. So I'm going to have to stay focused because this is going to go quick. So I'm going to go do the same thing, basically start out a room full of creatures here, but they're coming through pretty quick. So these guys are moving fast, they're not wasting time. So you can see it's 4 minutes and 15 seconds when the first one's through the door but gets grabbed. So I'm going to come in here and start laying down some swipes. I get a back grab there. They killed the dog, that's not cool, man. Don't kill the dog. See, that makes me angry because I'm like John Wick. You kill my dogs, I get mad. I get pissed and get sweaty. So, but you can see here I've got like plenty of creatures out at this point. Discount really helps with that, and I also like it better than efficiency mod creatures because it lasts after I play the cards, and also I get the discount on the sprays. But So we're going to come over here, and I've got this door already to level 3 lock, so that's good. And I'm going to start trying to put some stuff in this room to protect the key in here. I think I'm going to get at least 2 zombies, but that's about it, because I got some bad RNG in my deck in this game, so I didn't get a good draw there. And they're going to come in and just smoke these regular zombies. I mean, they're just going to tear through them because they're coming through as a team. So, yeah, so this guy's got regen though. I'm going to try to bite her, but she gets by me. Becca's quick like a bunny. So there they are. They got, now I see that one of them is not here, so I'm trying to figure out where he's at. Yeah, there they go. Alright, so they're going on to area 2 quite handily. Yeah, 6 minutes and 30-some seconds. Yeah, and you saw a frame drop there from the recording. I don't know why it's still doing that. I'm not sure. I need to look up, see what's going on with that, and try to fix it. So my apologies for that. I do need to look into that. I forgot to do it today. Sorry, guys. But I've been sick. I'm just now getting my voice back a little. So
I need to buy some time.
Because I've kind of sounded like an old man with laryngitis for the last few days. So I haven't been producing much. I've just been putting up stuff I've already had ready. So, but I'm going to get back to doing more build videos every once in a while. But yeah, mainly, you know, I'm also going to put up clean gameplay. So just to show you guys examples of how the builds work and everything. But here I'm just basically building up this hallway. And I'm going to go ahead and put an Ivy down here because I believe York is in this room up here again. So this is very similar to the last match, except it's going to have a much different result. You see this team's not coming in at a time disadvantage at all. And they're going to be playing really well. You're going to see they're going to start taking down my cameras. They're taking out my creatures. Yeah, the Ivy though. Well, there he goes, chomping on Becca's head. Somebody blasted it, but that's okay. It did what it needed to do. And yeah, Martin got lucky there, running through that crab. He puts down his fire mine. They pick Becca up. I think they spray played her there. Yeah, and they're working on the camera a little bit, but the creatures are going over to mess with that. So they're about to break my camera, so I just come in here. And then I come back out here just to fake them out. But Jill is going to try to use her lockpick on the door, but I'm not having that. So we're going to go ahead and pop her head here. Now Becca, she's down on the other side of like around the corner of that hallway. She's dead or dying over there, and her friends have basically left her to her fate. So along with Jill, so it's one of the few times you actually see me land, actually successfully get an overkill. But I just went ahead and smacked down here because I didn't know if they were going to try to run out and save her. I didn't think to look at the map and see where they were. I'm going to go ahead and come over here and shut this door. I didn't notice Jill was standing there waiting to come back out, so I jumped out of Birkin to get my time back and figure I can go ahead and start spamming up this room again, but I go the wrong direction on the bumper. So, on the shoulder button, so I kind of lose a second there. But luckily I had the foresight to put down this boy in here to back me up. So where he's able to grab Jill there, he holds her off. Now I almost get her down here. If I went for a grab, instead of that last swipe, I might have got her, and this would have went a lot better. But at this point, she stuns me with a flash grenade, and then she's going to pull out her bat and come over here and start wailing on me. Which is weird to see Jill with a bat. I mean, I'm assuming that's a bat because of the animation. I don't know what skin the pipe wrench, that big wrench goes on, but I'm pretty sure that's a bat. So. And then here they go, taking out my camera in here. So I'm just basically going to go ahead and come out here, start filling up the hallway to hold them up. Get some buffs on the creature, and those teleport mine I'm actually going to try to be smart about and put this hallway here, so that hopefully they'll run into it when they come down here, but they turn around the other way, come back, and yeah, Becca's going to stun lock my camera again with the MQ. So I'm not able to do much with that. I think that's the MQ. And yeah, Jill's over here, and she snuck over here and got that other terminal while I was dealing with this area. So they're actually they get through Area 2 here pretty quick. And I was wanting a team to get back to Area 3, but I didn't exactly let them do this. But they, basically got around me pretty easily here. As far as like I said, Area 1 and 2, man, they just run all over me. And we're going to go over here and see my voice is already going out again. So I'm going to put the ivy down here to guard the door, but I don't realize when I'm already opened it there when I spawned in with Birkin. So I get that third terminal here, and especially when I really fuck up and duck through that door there. So at this point, I'm not realizing there's someone in there until, you know, I see that. So I'm like, well, damn, I thought the display just glitched through the door. But Becca here, I was body blocking for a little bit. I didn't realize. Now she throws the flash grenade, or the regular grenade, they get me, and Jill's rocket launcher. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump out of Birkin here to get my time back. So I can have him earlier in Area 3. And I'm just going to taunt them because, you know, they're doing really well, but they're not ready for what's going to happen in the next area at all. I mean, they don't realize how much they're in for because they have been, you know, handling everything pretty well up to this point. But this is when I've talked before in my other videos about escalation in my build theory. You know, I want to make it to where every single area it gets more intense on them. It intensifies. So this is the escalation area 3 here. Now I'm lucky I've got a full tank of bioenergy. And you see the concentrated enhancer there. And I've definitely got a flashy thing Martin to deal with. So I'm going to go ahead and use it initially here on these guys. And once again, I don't know why. It dropped frames there, but it did. And so we're going to go ahead and let these guys over here do the work. And while they're doing their work and hopefully feeding me bioenergy by grabbing and attacking the survivors, I'm going to try to replace anything that dies over here so I get a full 12 stack. However, RNG is not going to be kind to me at this point, so I get a lot of sprays. And I've got the concentrated enhancer back, which is okay. You know, that's the idea here when Area 3 to make sure I've got that handy, but for when Martin or whoever you know, they debuff all my creatures. Like if we get a debuff Becca that gets the, you know, they can debuff with headshots. Although I think that's going to default to Martin nowadays. Because the flashy thing is just, like, ridiculous, just so freaking powerful. So I'm going back over here, put down some more zombies. And notice I'm saving the concentrated enhancer. I'm not using it yet. Until, yeah, I think right here. Which is kind of a waste because there's only like a couple of creatures left by this point. But like that, I don't know why that tough zombie's just hanging out in the corner over there. I should have taken control of him and got him back over there, but see, they killed the dealer there as soon as I jump in there. So I'm going to put down Birkin here to chase Martin away from the biocore. Mess up the grab there. I was trying to grab him, but mainly I just wanted him out of the way. I just didn't want him focusing on the biocore, so I chased him out of there. Of course, he runs like a scared rabbit because his ultimate's not up. So I'm going to jump back out of Birkin here and start repopulating this. I'm going to get smart and use the discount first to save some bioenergy. Use the sprays, and yeah, put down this boy. Now it's a double zombie. Okay. And so now I've got the enhancer back. I'm going to go ahead and hit them. Because I gotta, yeah, they're going to kill me they're going to kill my camera there. So at least my creatures have all the buffs. So they got, you know, they're going to be feeding me bioenergy, and also they're going to survive damage longer because they got regen, and they can't be crippled because they got regen. That's another benefit of that. So that's one benefit I get with Annette here, is I get to play with buffs more than I do with Spencer, because I don't have the room in Spencer's deck to have all the buffs. So you see here, I am basically just trying to overwhelm them. I messed up and only put one zombie out of the double there, but I'm going to go ahead and drop Birkin back in because I can. See, this is why I like Fury with him, because even, you know, oh yeah, and by the way, 2 of them are down, if you notice. And that time they had it just melting off. You notice they had like 555 when they came in. Now they're down to 320 something. Yeah, 320 right about now. And notice they're still trying to bully Birkin a little bit, but that's okay. I'm trying to bait out all their grenades and all their ultimates. I'm just trying to bait everything out so I can make a last push and really finish them off here. Because like I said, 2 of them are already down. You know, these creatures, like I said, they're relentless and they got a lot of health because of the equipment. Now, I'm not running greatly increased creature HP either, so this isn't like the thick Annette build. Also, don't get any bonus defense from the buffs. The buffs just help with VAct, basically. But that's why I've got, you know, redundancy for the buffs with concentrated enhancer, at least by Area 3. So that's why if you notice the difference between you know, how they were able to handle everything in Ares 1 and 2 versus 3, because these creatures have a lot more health. But yeah, they're all the regular zombie health levels, so that's about, let's see, it's my calculator here. Let's see, 1100 times, and what do we got here? Oh yeah, so they're almost done. Yeah, so each one of these creatures, like other than the dogs, they've got like about 2,200 or 2,244 health. But anyway, you see they're fighting back really hard here. So they're fighting back from overtime here, getting into this. They finally break that first biocore, and those are just standard biocores as well. And I kind of messed up and spent the large mod there, but that's okay. I needed my deck free. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a couple of creatures over here because I know Becca's already on their way over here. She's already here, actually. So we don't want that, so we're going to go ahead and fight her. And I'm going to go ahead and drop Birkin in because I think with Birkin I can finish him off here. So I don't want to feed him any more time. So I'm not going to spawn any more creatures in. I mean, I've got this one zombie crawling around down here because he got his legs shot out before I got regen on him, so that will not give them their legs back, by the way. They have to have regen before they get crippled. And yeah, they're back down to overtime now. And yep, so Martin's going to try to stun me here, but at the end, but not quite going to matter. So there you go. So that's the best team I faced all day, and they got through one biocore with Relentless and Annette. So hope you guys enjoy this build and like the video. Once again, make sure to comment, subscribe, hit up the Patreon, and all that jazz. We'll see you guys in the next experiment. Bye.